So is there any point in Mrs May coming to Brussels to renegotiate the withdrawal agreement and particularly the backstop?
Well, I understand that she's visiting Northern Ireland tomorrow. I welcome that because I think people in Northern Ireland need a lot of reassurance from the British government right now. But the Irish government's position is clear, and I think the EU's position is clear too. We spent 18 months negotiating the complexity of a withdrawal agreement. That withdrawal agreement is going through the ratification process on the EU side. And of course we want to provide assurances and clarity to the UK to assist the ratification process on the UK side. But certainly from our perspective on some of the core issues, particularly around the Irish Protocol and the backstop, it's already a series of compromises that is actually designed around British red lines. This is a UK plan as well as an Irish and an EU one to solve a very important issue, to settle nerves in Northern Ireland and in border counties on the island of Ireland. And so we still advocate for that.
Adam?
So the Prime Minister in the UK has set up a working party to look at alternatives to the backstop. Is that a pointless search?
Well, look, I mean, all I can say is that the Irish Protocol in the withdrawal agreement already allows for alternative arrangements or alternative solutions to the backstop, and if they're there, they can replace the backstop. That's always been the point here. The problem has been that none of those ideas around alternative arrangements have actually stood up to scrutiny. We certainly haven't seen any that have. We spent well over a year looking at different ways of providing the guarantee of no physical border infrastructure on the island of Ireland to protect an all-island economy, which reinforces a peace process. Many hours, I can tell you, was involved in actually coming up with a legally credible and pragmatic solution to that problem. And in that process, we looked at lots of different alternative ideas and alternative arrangements and so on. And I've yet to hear any new thinking that goes beyond what's already been tested. And this is the issue here. What Ireland is being asked to do by some in Westminster is to essentially do away with an agreed solution between the UK government and EU negotiators and to replace it with wishful thinking. And I think that's a very unreasonable request to ask the Irish government to be flexible on. So if there are alternative arrangements that can work, the current protocol, if people take the time to read it, take account of that, and it says very clearly that the backstop can be replaced by alternative arrangements as long as they work. And so while the Prime Minister, I'm sure, is talking to colleagues in her own party and across government, that's a matter for her. Our positioning is clear. We have a pragmatic solution that we know will work. It was agreed with the British government, and we expect them to follow through on that commitment.
Okay, thank you guys. Thank you all.
Okay, thank you.